What a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Quarterback keeps it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Groupers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So LSU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Makes the grab. It's Kane. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. The receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The groupers are flying down the field. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down, fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, groupers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action.
That's when they need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. LSU right back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quarterback moving. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's third and goal from the 2. The give. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sheffield. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Breaks it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Blast it as he lets it go.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That's caught. It's Kane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
The Groupers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to pass. Quarterback adapting. Uncorks one to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that.
Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off play action on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes a grab for a big play. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Cade. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Touchdown, LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold on.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the double.
Rides the back on the option to give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So, wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected a bunch of points, man. Position number...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback.
Trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a first and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that.
And And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense... There he goes! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line, it's 3rd down. On the ready.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it in. It's Chandler. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. They've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The kick is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.